Good morning, everyone. Marissa Fortes again. I'm here, and yes, it is Tuesday. You're like, why is it not Monday? Because since Marissa does what she wants, and she is not yet getting paid for this, I decided Tuesday is better. Why? Because, not that I have to give you an explanation, but because it was just getting in the way of my Monday, let's start the week right, let's plan, and it was just getting in the way. So, Tuesdays are better. So, also, oh yes, I didn't straighten my hair, but this ain't a makeup tutorial, so you'll be fine. But what I will say is, so I had this idea on my mind for like a week now, and I keep on hearing people talk, or like people who I know, or like people telling me about other people talking to them, and basically how they're not excited, or they don't like their life, and they're complaining about how their life is so much harder than other people, or they're just having a bad life. And my question always to people, and this thought that's pressing my mind is, why don't you change it? Like, you have all the ability, and people will use jobs and where they are, or people in their lives, or things they have to take care of as excuses. But at the end of the day, and maybe it's just me, because as you can see, I'm the type that I just go. Like, that's me. But if you have a situation, or you have anything in your life that you don't like or you dislike, it doesn't matter if it's relationships that you have, it doesn't matter if it's the place that you work at, it doesn't matter if, you know what I mean, any circumstance where you live. For example, I hated winter in Jersey, and especially when I used to commute to New York, and I used to have an internship there and everything. I hated the commute. I said, this winter is too cold. Not so much the commute, but just the weather. So I said, this is the last winter. I said, this is the last winter I'm staying out here. I don't like snow like that, and I'm in Atlanta. And even being in Atlanta, it's warmer, obviously, than Jersey, but I'm even thinking about moving from here. Why? Because I have my life. And yes, I am single with no kids, so it's even better. But think about your whole life ahead of you. Think about, would I want to die and not have done this, or been unhappy with a certain situation or anything like that? Would you really want that? Sorry, I had to wake up. But would you want that? Even when it comes to how much money you make, or what you do for a living, which is basically, since we're talking business, why do something that you don't like for years? Years, only to be on your deathbed. And everything I equate to my deathbed. Like, okay, I'm getting to my deathbed. What did I do that I enjoyed? Did I enjoy life? Did I sit and do something that I didn't like for the rest of my life? That one thing. I don't care if it's, I don't like to, shovel. I don't like to do this. If I don't like to do it, I'm not going to do it. And I honestly encourage other people to do the same. And people are like, oh, don't do whatever, you have responsibilities. And I get that. But my thing is, there are so many things that we are in control of. And there's so many things that people just put up with because they feel like, okay, this is just something that I have to do. No, this is your life. You are in charge of your life. Forget, and don't let people think that you aren't. And that's the problem. And that's the thing that freaks me out. People act like they're not in control of their lives. But they want to be bosses, and they want to be all this other stuff. But yet and still you have a boss that you hate. You have to call him and say, okay, well, I'm sick today. And he has to say to you, well, I mean, you're sick, but can you still come in? You can't be sick. You can't call out. You can't go on vacation when you want. Why? Why not find a different alternative to that? Why not? I think I was reading something about a lawyer, and I can't even remember his name at all, but it's going to be a very general story. But this lawyer, he was doing law for years, hated it, and at the end, I think they did a study, and they were asking like different people in different professions, and if they could go back and do anything, would they change it? And a lot of people say, yes, I wish I could have been a musician. I wish I could have been a singer. I wish I could have been an artist, a painter, whatever. And a lot of their decisions were made based on other people. Okay, I'm going to do this because I want my family to be proud. And I had that problem too. I wanted to be an accountant, go to an accounting firm and everything like that. And I figured, okay, my family would be proud of me, all this other stuff. Then I thought about it like, my family, it doesn't even matter. At the end of the day, whatever I do is my choice. You know what I mean? And at one point, you have to break away from that. You have to break away from what other people are thinking, what other people are saying, what other people expect you to do, expect you to go to college, expect you to do this, blah, 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 all this other stuff, expect you to be a certain age to do certain things. Like some people, for example, at my church, a woman, I think she was 50 or 60, and she just got her master's. A lot of people make excuses. Some people want to go to school. If that's what you want to do, do it. Some people want to go to school, but they feel like they're too old to do this, they're too old to do that. But if it's something that you enjoy, something that you want to get to the end of your life and say, I am glad I did that, then do it. If it's something that will make you happy, not something that you feel like you have to do, whatever. If it's something that will make you happy, why not do it? Why don't you do it? That's the thing. I don't understand. Personally, I don't understand. But I really want to know, why don't you do the things that you feel that will make you happy? Why do you procrastinate on the things that possibly can bring you to, not even possibly, that will bring you to a better life? If you can make a change in something that will make you happy, it will affect every other aspect of your life. Joy affects everything. Joy and happiness affects everything in your life. Why? Because when you're happy, getting up in the morning, you affect people positively. You affect the way you make money. Everything is positive. You know what I mean? Well, those are my thoughts. I'm obviously passionate about this subject because I'm all for just doing what makes you happy. And I always think to myself, like, and it's so mind-blowing. Imagine if everyone did something or had a life that made them happy. Not something that they had to do, not something because they have responsibilities, but generally because this makes me happy. I get up and I do this job because it makes me happy. Even people in customer service. Imagine if, not everybody, people love it, and you look at them like they're crazy sometimes when they say good morning. But people who don't love customer service. Imagine if everyone who was in customer service, and I know people are always affected by people in customer service, so that's why I'm bringing it up. But imagine if everyone in customer service loved their job and loved helping you. How would that affect you? Versus the people who hate this. They get up and do this because they hate it and they have to. Imagine if your life, if you got up and you loved everything you did. How would you treat people? You would not be grumpy when you go and see your coworkers. You would be happy because this is what you love to do. Oh, I'm so passionate about it. Sorry for yelling. But seriously, I'm so passionate about it. So I really want to know, why don't people do what they love to do? What is going on? Why not? Responsibilities. What's going on? Why can't you make it work? Why can't you figure out a solution? Is it too much? Why not? Let me know. But again, my name is Marissa Fortes, and see you soon. See you next week.